Again. We apologize. We had some technical difficulties moving right along. We're not going to recap. You can read the minutes. Magnus, your lordship. That's Marshall. You're up. Uppity. Migrate forward. Migrate forward. Migrate forward.
Practice has been going good. We had to postpone most of the arts and armor days at the house because of the holidays and whatnot. I'm hoping to kick some stuff off again around January on weekends. We'll announce it later as to dates when we hammer that out. We still have the shields to finish, and we have some loner armor to finish out. Some of our stuff needs to be updated. Plus, we're going to be helping new people build the remainders of their kits. We had one authorization at the Salion regional, so one of our guys got authorized there, and past that, nothing else has really happened. So nothing else to really report.
For Wednesday night practices, we're going to have to shift them to the boat dock. They have the park set up for Christmas under the Oaks, yeah.
Okay.
The Christmas thing, so that's no biggie. It's just instead of being by the pavilion, just keep on going to the boat dock.
Go where they usually make us park anyway because there's no parking spots until one opens.
Oh, also, starting in January, we're going to start looking at a couple of places to have a Sunday or Saturday practice.
Starting in January, we'll be looking for a place on Sundays for practices.
We have a couple of places picked out, but we got to go down and check them out.
Chunk the mic at him.
That's all.
You gotta save that for later. Live weapons marshal. From what I understand, he ran an awesome range this weekend.
We had a good turnout on the range.
Yep.
Real good turnout on the ranges. And other than that, new society archery rules are coming out in January. Effective January. If anybody wants to know about them, contact me.
Cool.
Please.
If anybody wants to be a marshal, contact me. I'll set you up at MIT.
Yes.
Anybody over there want to enter the raffle?
I have $4 too.
I'm gonna write it. Okay.
Do they need to be numbered or anything?
So we go
Just
keep
write your
business.
name on them.
Just right name.
I think you're 23.
Chatelaine.
Taking 5.
You want me to write my name on 20 tickets?
Just write G.
Going, yeah.
All right, as a quick recap, obviously the demo at the Ren Fair went over very well. Even though we were relocated, I'm told it's a much better location this time. We did get a lot of solid interest, actually too, and they happened to show up at Christmas Revel and are here today. There they are. So we have officially gotten at least 2 newbies, starting with the
19.
Ren Fair and moving our way.
We need more.
Other than that, there's not a whole lot to report. Things are continuing on the same way they went. You want me to do the Chronicle report while I'm here?
Please.
Since I'm okay. So, on the 15th, the Bayou Tapestry is due. We have a front cover, we have a back cover, we have nothing inside again.
I beg to differ. You have a wonderful readout of me smack talking a certain group.
Okay, well, copy
And
it, email it
by
to
all
me
means,
so I can slip
use
it in
it.
there. By all means, yeah, I will use it. Anyone who wants to throw me any old articles that they've written in the past, anything, photos that you took at Revel would be fantastic. Just send me something, people. Send me minutes.
I'll send you the
Can we put the list
Send me your grocery
awards
list.
that
I don't
we-
care. I need
Yes.
something to put in there.
Their Majesty's put out Her Majesty put out their list already. You can actually copy that and place it because it's part of it's part of her
Right, and then
report.
there's a few other
And then we have our business that she can send to you, and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
I love
Keegan,
that.
if there's any tentative January, February dates, could you email those to me? I'd like to get those on a hopefully permanent calendar in the tapestry.
Hey, Drew. Check with anything in the pictures we uploaded from the Ren Fair demo too. So as long as the folks that are in them sign their waivers and have their number.
Yeah, that reminds me. Everybody, if you're going to send me anything, I need your numbers. Because I have no ones.
My numbers are file. All of my numbers.
We need more
I
little
don't know
cutting
the
things.
exact rules on that, but I think since I released the pictures themselves to the public on Facebook,
We need
Yeah,
to
we should be able
Drop
to
them
use
in a
one.
cup.
Other than that, I got nothing, people.
It's a demo.
Thanks, have a nice day.
You should have, in the files section, you should have people's numbers. Are we told the numbers?
I
folded
ordered.
if I were you.
Yeah.
Alright. Money going around. Tickets in the pot.
Well,
Alright, we'll pull that. And much trust. There we go.
Take 3. We still have tickets. We have 3, 4. Maybe more. But more. Oh, where's the box?
It's right behind
Right behind you. Oh, perfect.
ANS is not here. Just please continue to send her stuff. But for Revel, we had 7 classes. They were very well attended.
Except mine. I had 1 student.
The ones inside were well attended. But you can do one-on-one discussion with that.
you did the metal?
Yeah.
I was really interested in that. I'm sorry, I was in a coma.
You're interested student.
Okay, my hand's getting full. Pass that info over.
Here.
So we still have some more tickets. If anybody wants to buy tickets. Tickets.
The box in front of Gillis is the raffle tickets for the 2 hotel nights. Different nights. Anything else?
Migrate to
add for ANS?
Dawn. Adelaide, turn. Other way.
This way.
Lift and flick. There you go.
Yeah, ANS was some very well attended classes inside. We apologize to Dak for her only having her 1 student.
I'm
and her
sorry,
other
I
one
was in
at
a coma.
We do have a project night at Betty's on the 15th. She'd like to start thinking of garb. People need garb to go wars. Even though it is still in March, it comes up a lot quicker than you think.
84 days.
on
Catches
the
up with you.
15th, you said?
Huh? On the 15th.
Have we gotten...
Does she do that? She does those at 6, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, 6 to 9.
Anybody else have
Anybody?
Give it a good shake without taking that. Anything else? We got
Anybody else want to enter
We'll
the
do it at the
raffle?
very
Yeah. I mean, we can wait for whatever.
I put in tickets.
Do I call Rachel and pray for prosperity?
Harold.
I don't
On
need
that
I-
note,
I don't
Harold.
need, I don't need to, I've got a great voice. I don't need that projection. We had a great turnout. I want to say special thanks to Leonce for, even though he's not on our group, but special thanks for stepping in as Site Herald
And
this
Matthew
weekend.
for...
And Matthew, who did a phenomenal job as Field Herald and shadowing me for Court Herald. I see a potential job in your future.
He's already got it over in his group.
So
I think
you
he's
did a-
learning the rest.
Yeah, a great job and everything. We had some awards in the Barony. We gave out 2 citizens, 1 to Bridget and 1 to Sarah, since this is Sarah's last year with us. So she'll be leaving and going to the University of South Alabama. Those are our 2 citizens, and our own Lady Cordelia.
Cordelia.
Lady Cordelia got the Onyx Chalice Kingdom Award for service. Woo-hoo! And I believe that's it for Harold.
And if Ox is listening, thank you for having the keys. Yeah, that's what kept you like on site.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, hi everybody. Can't type on the video.
Historian.
Who's that?
Same thing that Harold said.
we had history.
We
Oh,
made
that's
history. We
because-
had 2
That's
elevations.
because she's using a
And you
tablet.
know, there are times other than Gulf Wars to do submissions.
Yes. Anytime.
In
Whatsoever.
fact, I think
Oh,
we want to put our submission
oh,
in
wait.
again.
I want
because
to
of
do
Gulf
an
Wars.
interject one other thing on the Herald's behalf. get your submissions in before December 31st. Otherwise, the cost of submission goes up to $10 per as of January 1st. That is it.
Jill, the reason you're having problems is because you have a tablet.
Well, that might be it.
No, we're gonna go with tablet.
And there's
Get
a
real.
box in front of the microphone.
She can't. That's not gonna stop him from typing.
Sorry.
I can't type. There's a box. Oh shoot! I should run for president.
That's because she's not on a laptop or her desktop.
Okay, here come the comment.
The web minister?
Have to.
Have to yell at her to put it in.
Yeah. I have to add a thing to the website for the live weapons marshal. It's not listed on there yet. I got the assignment earlier today. He's stepping down.
Sorry, you just a deputy to that man.
Beyond that, I don't really have anything significant to report. If anybody wants me to add something, if anybody wants to do like a gallery, if anybody wants to, I don't know, put some things on Pinterest that they made, and I'll repin them with the Axemoor Pinterest, because we have that and nobody's sent me anything. Yes.
The
Take
only thing I would
pictures of your
recommend
stuff.
on the webpage is a picture of the Populace badge as well, because we have the Baronial
Okay.
Arms.
Yeah,
we just do not have the Populace.
because I just fixed the images, I haven't gone and put them up there yet.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for it, going, I know it's here. It's been
No,
here
it's
forever,
never.
too.
It hasn't been on the new site
Yeah.
because I didn't have it. But now I have it.
Constable is me, and
You got a list.
the list of Lost and Found from Revel is slowly dwindling.
I didn't lose nothing because I didn't go anywhere.
It's just the glasses.
Adelaide will be taking stuff to Forest Maiden for delivery, and your list is growing.
Okay?
Who's doing it?
Yeah, she's texting her. There's some secret stuff going on behind.
Super secret. Super secret
This
squirrel
thing
stuff. Super secret froggy stuff.
showed up at our meeting.
Ha! We got a bootleg. He'll eat anything.
Quartermaster's stuff is back in the trailer. Whoever packed the trailer really did a lousy job of it.
You can blame the 18-wheeler that almost T-boned.
I picked up silverware all over the
Blame the
place.
18-wheeler that almost T-boned.
That sounds like an 18-wheeler issue. That's not a packing issue. That's a please God don't let me die issue.
I hope this thing stops in time.
I hope those brakes work.
New trailer, electric brake.
The baronial tablecloths. They go.
Those are not baronial
They're not
tablecloths.
baronial.
The
Yes.
baronial.
White.
I know where the other ones go. The baronial tablecloths.
They now go with the dishes, high table dishes, and we'll get you the travel dishes.
His tablecloths are ready to go back. They have all had the black.
Whose were the sheets? Those were yours.
What?
The sheets. The two maroon sheets.
The red sheets that were in this.
I don't know.
Were his.
Those were his. Okay. So yes, those go back. You're gonna have to get a new box because we're keeping our box, but we'll get the travel dishes to you. And as soon as we get all the rest of the stuff out of the trailer, out of the storage unit, you can have it too.
The royal bedding. Does it need to be washed?
We can use it.
Mine.
It was washed beforehand.
Did their highnesses bring their own linens or?
I don't think they used it, to my knowledge. It got put outside our room and stayed there.
Hold it further out. There you go. Really poorly, Your Excellency.
Baronial Wars. Apparently there's no bids yet.
I beg to differ.
Pinot Noir and that's too strong.
You can't do it.
Give me a quarter.
So kill that for
Give
me.
me a nickel. Give me a penny.
What?
Give Give me a pen.
Twist, twist.
Twist. But yeah.
Give me a pen. It's not gonna help me.
You got a little intent.
I need something to put the phone on.
Yeah, my card. My card's up there. Pinot Noir.
Ah,
Huh? I don't know.
that's what we're figuring out.
We gotta find a coin. I don't have a coin. Anything. Here.
Something with one thing on one side and one thing on the other.
You're sitting closer. Call it.
Heads.
Tails. Y'all
You're
go
up first.
Oh, I go first? Okay, do I have to give you copies or do I just talk or what do I do?
Talk first and copies after.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to get closer to the mic.
I've gotta get
Or actually, you're gonna need to come over on this side.
Actually, we should step away because we're not judging.
Yes, we're gonna step
We're
out on this
gonna
because,
step out.
oh yeah.
Come in on this side.
Y'all
'cause
get to
I'm
decide
writing
our
it.
fate.
Yeah, their excellencies are gonna get to decide all this. In conjunction with, you know,
Oh, sure.
the populace.
I
Put me
realize
front and center.
I've seen those.
So, Lord Andrew and I have a proposal for Baronial Wars, which is the meeting of the four families. The theme, this is also going to be the Axemoor Baronial Investiture. The theme is the Mafia Gets Medieval. We want to have tournaments in archery, rapier, and heavy. We were also considering the possibility of Moab. Everything would have war points. We would need to speak to those with experience with war points on exactly how to make those equitable. The arts and sciences, we would have two-prong arts and sciences, one for those who prefer to be period. It would be inspired by Leonardo da Vinci. Make it functional, make it better, or make it beautiful. And this would be a period A&S. We would also have an A&S competition, SCA Life, in the which we would call Conceal and Carry. In the tradition of the Mafia, which attempts to hide everything, come up with unique ways to hide your everyday items. Both arts and sciences, the winner would earn a war point towards their side. In the morning, we were planning a generals meeting, which would be the heads of the families, i.e. baronies, including their majesties and their highnesses, if they're available. Speak your mind, declare your side, and enjoy cappuccino and espresso.
So for those of us who are turning over our heirs, our consigliaries.
Yes.
Oh, okay, for the record, you don't say that no more. You hurt my ears. Consigliere.
In an effort to make this as much fun and and to get as much participation as possible, we're also going to do a costume contest. Wear your best Italian garb, or go anachronistic and make your garb a nod to the Mafia theme. A war point will be awarded to the side with the most participants, as well as to the winner of the competition. We'll have gambling. Press your luck. There'll be gambling for all, but keep your head. The biggest winner will receive a war point for their side. The biggest loser will lose a point. Gambling will include some ideas that we have: are rat races, table games, and a dog fight, which would be an unbelted Iron Man tourney. Winner stays in and keeps fighting until he loses. All comers. He keeps fighting all comers until he loses. Populace bets on each fight and the overall winner.
All funds, of course, will be provided by the Church of St. Bogdatius.
Of course. We have some ideas for feasts, but we are in negotiations with some individuals. We are hoping to have roast feast on the grill, in addition to some Italian sides to go with that. We're encouraging bribery. Bribe your enemy or your allies to switch sides. Bribe for services. Bribe for someone to mess with somebody's head before they go on the field. Bribery is encouraged. And if His Excellency is in agreement with this, in a cruel twist of fate, after surviving a day of Sicilian-style hostilities, His Excellency, the Swede, will be assassinated by a member of his own family, so his rival can usurp his seat as head of Axemoor.
We did all that.
Any
in one
questions?
day.
Baby, go home and watch about 9 hours worth of Godfather.
Does not.
All right. Autocrat, your feastocrat's not to be named.
Autocrat would be myself and Lord Andrew. I'm not supposed to name the feastocrat?
No, you can name the feastocrat if he's good with it.
Joe's going to be feastocrat. The grilling option is to be determined depending on whether or not we can get someone who is capable of grilling that much.
Massive amounts of butt.
But we have to negotiate with people for that.
All right. So
anything else?
copy to her.
Yeah. Do you need the numbers?
Who is her feastocrat? Well, considering she just named you, Jill.
Jill, you said yes.
I'm just saying, you may want to know
I
that.
don't know why they came up with numbers different. Here, Gillis will be
You already have his asset.
that is right. This I think needs to be changed. I think that something got confused on that when we did it.
All right.
Because that this is the first time I'm doing it. So I'm not sure how
I'm
that
looking to
happened.
see if
But
there's a
Gallus
lower
and
measure
Andrew
number.
were working on that. So these figures, you're right. Yes. This, I think.
Jill says thanks.
She said yes. I asked her.
She knows I got a smiley face with it. That automatically means sarcasm. Like, that's the way I'm taking it.
She's not here to defend herself, so.
Well, if we're not going out, I want to go sit.
No, I want to listen to this. If husband is off work, he will grill. All right, Bebby, you're up.
I have some, I have just like enough for each table, so give you guys an idea of it. That's a mock-up flyer and then some ideas. It would be, I would be autocrat to a Baronial Wars, a kind of a Star Wars theme.
Hold on, before you start talking, they can't hear you on the other side.
Yep, go and talk to the microphone.
Tell her come sit behind me.
Yep.
Or stand.
Yeah, better to sit, otherwise the light is shadowy. Have a seat.
I have to have a seat?
Yep, please.
Alright, it's going to be a Star Wars themed Baronial Wars, where everything will be, kind of Star Wars theme. We're going to have a Mother of All Battles, kind of a Hoth style theme. A&S is going to be things like casting and carbonite. We're going to get people out there to teach casting. Imperial documentation, try to improve documentation and things like that. Universal uniforming, we're going to get classes more scheduled as we come up. Youth activities, we're going to try to have a, what does ESP mean, hon?
What?
ESP.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, SCA themed.
Oh, you non-geek woman.
Activities, live weapons, we're going to have a Minox shoot. Baronial step down, there's going to be something going on with that where it'll be kind of Sith, Darth thing. It's a secret, I can't tell you. Fundraiser lunch, we already have someone agreed to do either tacos or pig roast, because it depends on the availability. And a taco pig roast, yes. Wait a second.
Nick and Jimmy have agreed to do the fundraiser fees.
Carnitas. That's what
one way or the other, we'll do a pig roast luau or we'll do a taco.
And I have a friend who runs a printing shop who's agreed to do the site tokens as fridge magnets. So I already drafted up something for that. And I'd be autocrat, feastocrat is Danny. Co-feastocrating would be Fina. And reservationist is Martha. That's it. Simple. Absolutely.
Yeah, Star Wars theme, you need it.
Your Excellency, you want to step out while they decide our fate?
At this stage, I would recommend that Their Excellencies and the Seneschal powwow, get some input from the tribe. We're gonna step outside.
We're gonna step out while you decide our fate.
This is gonna be a hot mess.
Oh, she's my reservationist too.
Yeah, I'm reservationist no matter what.
The fundraiser lunch. The universal reservation.
We say child.
Where is the husband? There he is.
So do we want to say yes?
And this is the event bid.
You know, we could leave.
You could leave instead of us? That is totally up to you. We're in the hot seat for deciding. What do y'all think?
Yes.
We already have an assassin for the first one. We need someone.
Oh.
Blue.
Hey.
Oh, don't worry, someone will kill you.
I gotta go with the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was
Picking and who of all
I'm right.
We have a tournament to decide. You don't get
The winner of
Okay, alright, you know, there has to be Nerf guns in this somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out of everywhere, you know, Nerf guns.
Alright,
I'm just saying.
bid one, bid
I'll go buy it.
two, go over it, discuss it with your
I'm
people.
gonna go buy it.
That's what I'm just saying, there's gotta be Nerf guns. One way you're gonna kill people.
Either way.
Just going, I'm
I think they
here.
make a stormtrooper Nerf gun. That's all I'm gonna say.
Italian horse.
Oh, the Star Wars gun. Either one. It's gotta be
I
Nerf.
think for a break, a little fun is in order. The pricing on the paperwork, one paperwork is wrong, the other one is right. Left hand. Wedding ring,
You're on the
no,
left.
that one.
If you hold it up and it makes an L.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
Okay. Alright, we have two bids here. We have experienced autocrats with this type of event being a different venue than what we have normally had. And do we want to go with an experienced autocrat or with a brand spanking new one?
I don't think it matters.
I think throw them to the wolves.
How many times we all pulled together and got it all done?
It doesn't matter if you're
I say
autocrat.
I missed a bunch of stuff.
But
All those that don't know me,
Hey.
I'm Martha.
Star Wars theme or Mafia theme. That's what counts.
Both of them are really good.
Yeah.
My only complaint with the Mafia theme is there's no way that I'm gonna put myself in Italian garb. So no.
You could do Roman.
Just put a
Not
fedora
again.
on, you'll be fine.
You can do Roman.
Yeah,
No, not again.
fedora, you're good.
Friar Magnus. I take
That's a
it.
stereotype I don't want.
I hope you head out the door and say, okay, they voted on Spartacus.
Okay.
Not to mention I'm a Star Wars kid, so I still have my Return of the Jedi sheets, so.
And I just walked with that and they're like,
They're awesome.
we're looking at, investiture as well.
Yeah, this is an investiture, and we're trying to decide.
Because remember our last investiture would be.
So,
If we go Mafia,
Really
my
slow.
son is an airsoft. I picked it up and it is I'm not suggesting we actually put the airsoft beam into the
A lot for what I would like them to do is
No, they have it at
because I'm looking after that is an awful lot for a brand spanking new autocrat to do with an investiture on top of it.
But that would be a great thing.
Huh?
That'd be a great thing.
For next year, yeah.
Yes.
Wait, which one was it?
Hang on to it.
I am.
The dollar thing is pretty much the same.
Almost.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure which one was it.
Yeah, 5 Star Wars. No, 5 Mafia, 6 Star Wars. Star Wars and Mafia.
We have.
7 Star Wars.
I mean, we can announce it next week, or we can announce it tonight. But this would be perfect for a bodacious
We can table it.
7 Star Wars, 5 Mafia. Star Wars Mafia. 8 Star Wars. 9 Star Wars.
Can I have my Wheel of Death tournament, please?
8 Star Wars.
I want him to fight Darth Vader.
You want the Death Star.
I want a Death Star tournament.
8 to 5. 8 to 5 so far. 9 to 5.
You already had
Do we want to announce it at the...
Crusty.
Do we want to announce it at the...
I am not ready to be on buns inside. I'm not putting something down. No.
Just need a pair of earmuffs. Like in Spaceball.
I am really concerned.
And then I can do it.
I would like them to work with the
We get earmuffs like that.
that way they can pull it off. Okay, come here.
Braid it and
On the earmuffs. It doesn't matter. I would like, their plan is an awful lot for brand spanking new autocrats. I would like them to work with the autocrats for this one to see how a different type of event is actually run. Because Revel is a lot of set activity. And you can do it from there.
What do you do?
Yeah, that would also be
That would be awesome for Barony.
That'd be a killer ass dog.
Yeah. In other words, we'll do both, just not at the same time.
We have, it was 9 Star Wars. But I think we ought to wait until the after-revel rebels to bring this up. And have everybody, we'll have more people there. So you can get better fuel.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there's all kinds of shtick. So what's the count?
Your mama.
We're gonna table it until after Rebel Wars to get more input. After Rebel War, rubber.
Yeah, rubber. After rubber.
Yeah,
Rubber.
because there'll be more people there than there are tonight.
Calculator is...
I have one. See if I can find it.
Total billion is
That's why my wife in my
2,400 on
pharmacy.
this one.
You know, it's sad.
They're like 300 more.
All your pharmacy apps.
Total bid price on this one is 2,400. Opposed to 2,100.
Yeah, I could probably do that for
All right,
timer.
so-
Management app.
Baronial Wars.
We're gonna table it.
That's fine.
Yes,
Which is fine.
2 types of but I want to sit down and look at figures.
I'm going back into the slap fest. Okay, back into the slap fest. Commence the beating.
Yeah, management code.
Okay,
It is being tabled until the after
perfect.
decision.
That is when the final decision will go out. We will let the universe know.
What's next on the agenda?
Wrap up.
Rebel wrap up. Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have your list?
No, I got it in my head.
Sparkly pen back.
You couldn't.
Thank you.
I may need it right here. Just saying. But no, a lot of things went really well. But I think our list, what are the things, the job list needs to be tweaked.
We need to get
Also,
the
I
folks
think that
from
we-
out there
yeah.
inside before we talk about this.
I have 2 copies of it.
It's all official and stuff again now.
Oh, one thing for sure, no matter which bed.
Do the drawing.
Oh, we can do the drawing real quick.
Okay.
While they're waiting.
I didn't buy any tickets, so I might as well draw them.
I was just saying let the newbie back. Let the new people go.
You got 2 newbies in there.
And we've got
Did
2
they buy
prizes.
tickets?
Doesn't matter. They did not buy
Probably
tickets.
not
Did you guys buy tickets? Are you interested in buying tickets real quick?
We have a raffle for hotel stays.
We have Holiday Inn West Bank.
ticket.
That has to be used by the end of this year.
How many tickets do you want? We can make them.
I can make
You
more.
can see our tickets.
Currently, I have 5 extra ones made, but we can cut more.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Do we need to cut more?
Looks like she's looking for cash, so.
So we're going to continue on. Okay. As I was saying, Rebel wrap up. One of the things that I did note was people didn't know what jobs were which people's, and I kind of take that out because everybody uses my Excel sheet. And oh yeah, there should be other listings on there. Well, we could. Something I also want to start doing is everybody's cool with it. Is we can start making it to where those sheets are actually published to the staff. Because one of the major issues is, like, especially when you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off trying to get people to do things. We had people slated for those jobs. By the way, solid work on Nasty Crat. Only had a couple of issues. Rock on. We'll talk more later.
Thank you, Ron. You did a great job.
Especially with your staff. Whew.
Yes.
But I was really happy with the way it turned out. Another thing, something that was talked about. How do you guys feel about guaranteeing bottom bunks for the autocrats, whether it be 1, 2, 3, whatever, for the events? Because, we want to avoid camping, because the big thing is with camps, you get on site, you got to break, you got to set everything up, and then you got to worry about your camp.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
What? What?
Somebody. But it wasn't just me.
Okay,
I wasn't
not
even
it.
noticed.
I have a microphone here. It would have sounded way louder.
Yeah.
All right.
Barks and spiders.
Those migratory barking spiders. It was not me. But
Sure wasn't a frog.
where's Krusty?
He
was that
Sure,
way.
it wasn't a frog.
Frogs.
I think it may have been frogs.
But no.
They might be trying to spy.
It worked out. I mean, everything. I will say that the staff was amazing. I really appreciate the fact that everybody jumped in, helped out where they could. With that, I will hand over. That's my just 2 cents on those 2 things to try to improve things in the future. Tegan, you want to take point on it because you were actually overall. Oh, well, that's right.
I was the behind the scenes in case of problems.
She was the Wizard of Oz.
Only one thing I would add on to autocrats having bottom bunk. I think your first few bunks ought to go to whoever's on staff.
Yeah.
Kitchen staff, autocrats, you know, whoever's staff for the event, automatically the top 5 or 6 whatever bunks.
From incidents this weekend, the big thing was if I would have had to track down any autocrat due to a certain incident, what would have happened was waking them up in the middle of the night on the top rack would have woken up an entire cabin.
Right.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
No, you need to know your staff.
And I wake easy, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spring loaded.
Yeah.
So.
You sheet wall off a private room.
Yeah.
Someone stands guard.
Well, what we've done in the past before is kept like the staff in
that front room
in the
hall.
main hall. That way we knew where our staff
Which
was.
is good and bad, though.
Right,
The
right.
big thing is we need to talk about that because you put people in the main hall.
It's
Arctic weather comes through, rain. Everything we had. Thankfully, the rain dwindled off towards the end of the night, but you wind up with a monsoon with cold, and everybody's in the hall that night, no matter what. And so people in the hall don't sleep.
Right, or we can tag that first cabin like we've
So,
done. We've
I'd
also
say-
done that in the past.
Yeah,
as
we've
well.
done that in the past too.
I'd say stick to one of the cabins themselves, and that way we're good.
But, I mean,
fine,
we've done that.
Do you have a list of issues?
No, I'm pretty much gonna.
He's winging it.
I thought about what I was gonna say next. Adelaide?
One thing I did notice, and we all probably agree with this, and thank you, Bootleg, for stepping up and taking control of that, was parking. We know, most people know this site, know that there is that parking issue that you cannot drive across the septic tank, but I think it would be better off if we have invested a couple dollars in some stakes and some no parking tape and rope off the areas, and if we have to, like I've seen done at one event before where they line parking, literally, they make rows. This is this, don't park here. This way people can get out if they need to. If you have a trailer, you park on one side, kind of creating a wall.
And we could create some kind of map or something,
Right,
like a layout
create
at Troll and say, if you park anywhere other than this, there's a problem.
Right.
Roping off an exit lane.
Yeah, rope off.
Enter and exit.
You know, you can enter on side A, but you must exit on side B. Keep both of those clear. Would be one.
We could just spray paint the lanes too.
Yeah, we could
Try to avoid the spray paint because spray paint,
I got
the
1,000
autocrats
foot of
make
plant
it.
tape.
Yeah,
Alright.
the autocrats make it. I mean, not the autocrats, but the owners make it a little
Yeah.
peeved if they show up and see lines all over the place.
Flower.
That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chalk line would work.
Chalk line. Just nobody can lay down and make the form of a body. I'm sorry. Wrong again.
I'm stepping down. I can do it.
Once you step down, then you can invoke those magical words.
You volunteered to do parking at Revel next year.
Oh, so wait,
Put
everybody
me down.
knows Gillis has volunteered for parking next year at Revel.
Put me down. I have the amazing ability to remove valve stems.
Yeah, but then you can't move the car.
But they'll regret it.
Well, there'll be enough trucks. You can move it.
I can say this.
We got an ox.
This
And that's right.
Continue.
Thank you. The schedule flowed quite well, even with our slight delays. Everything went exceptionally well. The flyers, let me tell you, Drew, phenomenal job. Oh my God, I've got so many compliments on those flyers. Those were awesome. And in case you missed it,
The programs.
and wait, there's
And
more.
it's all in the past, so guess what? You're sucking. And there you go.
Go to the back.
The
That's
program.
one of Drew's.
It's spiraling.
That,
We have more. The box is in the truck.
yes, we do have more. In case you didn't get your Revel flyer, we do have more.
Or my station. I forgot that.
I have those too.
Yeah, we have some of those too. One thing I did note is that try to stay out of the kitchen as much as possible. If you have things that you borrowed from the kitchen or you borrowed from the main hall, please make sure you get them back up there expediently as soon as you're done with them. Also, don't send things that, hey, I don't need this anymore, let's just send it to the kitchen, because they get overwhelmed, they have a certain amount of room, they have all their stuff staged. So that's just a few things there. With that rain that came through, with Her Excellency catching the plague from who knows where, we had a thank God we had a contingency plan, a backup plan for what was planned afterwards. So it was all good and everything. Feast was well timed. Great job, Odrin. Great job, feast staff. I will say we probably need more help at Troll, so, you know, even if you just take an hour to sit Troll, that would be greatly appreciated at times. If you're interested in heralding, find a herald, because, you know, there are multiple jobs with herald. No, not that one. Not
anyone but
herald.
him.
Lowercase with an E, not uppercase with an A.
So many routes I can go with that.
Other than that, Drew, do you have anything you want to say?
You're up.
I actually don't have a whole lot to say. I was really impressed with the staff that we ended up with. I thought everything went fairly smooth, but my simple issues is we really do need to dress up the Troll. We could have used some more volunteers, and we ought to consider getting some more heralds as volunteers, because getting word out across site was a real pain.
Somewhere, and I know we bought them at some point in time, we got to track down where they went. We have radios, and those have worked great in the past.
I think
Did they die in the weather?
They died in the weather.
They died in Gulfnado.
Okay.
No, they died before that.
They died. Yeah, I haven't seen
one before that.
They died with the leakage.
the leakage.
It's the same leakage.
The
that's
big
in
thing
Populace.
is, we could easily get another set. They're not that expensive. And those worked great in the past because all you have to
They're
do
short
is,
range.
I mean, myself and Bootleg have used them. Dex and I have used them. All you do is get on the radio and say, "Hey, Autocrat, up top, I need this brought to the field. Can you find me a body?"
Right. Well,
Cool.
I'm usually looking for Dawn.
Right, and she's
But
looking for
Dawn's
you.
busy.
Yeah,
Dawn's out at the field.
yeah. It's like you spend more time looking for bodies to help.
Set of 6
Right.
of them for the event.
Yeah.
Would be more than enough.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
then we could
Right.
cover.
You know, then you
We
have,
gave one to the nasty crat in charge.
You slide one underneath the wonderful box
Yeah.
of throne.
And you know, yeah.
And we gave one to the kitchen staff.
Yeah.
Kitchen.
Right, but I think the one problem that we had was the communication between staff
Okay.
Yeah.
was really, we could tighten that up a lot.
That's a good.
Put
Yeah.
one on the field, put one on the pavilion, put one on the nasty crab, piece of crab.
Just one.
Put it at troll, and if they need to
If they
Other than
need-
being woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I had a blast.
No, it's great.
Unfortunately, that's kind of your time schedule.
Yeah.
You're the
When you're the Autocrat 101, be
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
Be prepared for
with-
anything.
There was something else.
And when Gala steps down, then he can use that magical force
Oh!
again.
Especially when you're approaching, and this goes for anybody, please remember we are a volunteer organization. Even if people are wearing belts of a certain color, which says, yes, I'm working towards this. Please remember when you're approaching them to ask them for help, be nice and ask. Because one of the big things that, it was brought up to me at one point in time, it's like, people just come up and start telling me to do stuff, and it's like, dude, I can work on that, but some things come with belts, but other things, the one thing that we as a volunteer organization need to work on is realizing that we're not dealing with, hey, this is your job. You are a volunteer. And you can fire a volunteer all you want. You're just doing it yourself.
Okay, since my voice is not traveling that much.
Oh, shut up.
Thank you. Again, what Gala said, we are a volunteer organization. We are all here because we want to be, because we love the society, because we love our friends. And the biggest thing to remember, and it's that old adage that goes to my children, or any religion that you name, treat others the way you want to be treated. Even if you're under stress, take that minute or two to contemplate your navel, get focused again. Exactly. Pull the lint out, go, ooh, it's a bunny. And then ask the person for help, because that nicety goes so much farther than, hey, so-and-so said this needs to be done, you need to do this. As opposed to, hey, we really need this, I could really use your help, can you go do this for me? I would so appreciate it. It's just those few more words that get you, and I'm sorry, I was still stopped up, that get you that much farther with people, and then they look at you better than they would as opposed to, and excuse my French, hey, that asshole told me to do something. I've been that asshole occasionally. Gillis can tell you the story. Yeah, I've been that asshole occasionally, and I like to think that I've learned my lesson mostly.
You did. The direct quote was, "Me yellow belt, you red belt. I organize, you carry." At which point, a certain devil looked at her and went, "That's not the way it works."
Yeah.
She was a little stressed.
I was an autocrat of an event.
Everybody else around the room, did you guys spot anything that worked out really well? By the way, moving children's activities was a complete accident, but frickin' brilliant.
Yes. Yes.
Having the kids out of the weather, because let me tell you, being down there, it got miserable at times. I mean, awesome. And mine, who gets sick at the drop of a hat, didn't come back as a plague victim. What?
It puts them closer to the bathrooms too.
Yeah.
That's not always a good thing. But yeah.
I have 2 boys. They have bushes. And
Yeah, apparently someone taught my 4-year-old how to pee off the front porch. Down the front steps.
Air high five, Dad. Grandpa, Papa. Just saying.
Your Excellency, stop encouraging them.
Anybody have anything else? I mean, literally,
I have a question,
this. The whole idea of the wrap up is just so we get an idea of what we can do better on the next run. Yes.
not having the plague would be ideal.
For those of us who camp, is there a source of water for filling buckets for things like dishwashing?
Down close to the field.
I don't care if it's at the building, but
no.
Yeah, if
anywhere.
you can come up to the building, there's a faucet right on top.
Hang on. Yeah, there's a hot water faucet that is for the mop buckets right out behind the kitchen door, and it shoots out hot water.
I haven't ever been back there, so I don't know about it. So I'll try and remember that for next time, because we really could have. I bought a bucket for potable water, and we didn't use it because we didn't know where to get water from.
But yeah,
you can always go to the kitchen.
Yeah, you can always go to the kitchen.
I try not to ever set foot in there. I'm not a kitchen person, and I don't want to interrupt any of the.
If you ask them to come in, okay, can I come in and get a bucket of water?
No.
No,
I don't go in
There's
kitchens.
a separate washroom.
Yeah. With that,
And somebody this past weekend had thoroughly enjoyed washing dishes for the Populace. He washed all the Populace
With the
dishes with the Hobart.
what is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
One of the, he was one of the kids that showed up in the kitchen to help.
Awesome.
We had one accident with a plate, a high table plate.
Yeah, I think that was
drying.
I think that was in transit. There was one. No, there was one high table plate that got broken.
One got rotten.
Oh, one broke in the kitchen.
Well, there was one that was.
It happened, but we've got more for a reason.
So
Yeah.
it could have just finished.
I wrote the name down of the things, and I will post it if anybody is eBay.
I am not honestly. I'm not interested in replacing those.
All right.
We don't have that question.
But we don't have that choice. It's not soon to not be our choice.
Okay.
All right.
Do we know where the other dishes went?
I got a question for our new people.
Yeah,
Johnny, I'm gonna put y'all Johnny on the spot here.
They went for
What'd you guys
fundraiser.
think? Other than it was awesome. I mean,
It was awesome. The only thing we noticed was that it didn't work out as well as they tried to do the building your party repertoire inside, and we could barely even hear what he was saying, much less like trying to follow him. But then they moved it outside after a minute, but it seemed like it kind of like threw him off. By the time we
He's
got out there, he was already in the
soft-spoken
middle of the room.
anyway.
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah, we were all like trying to like get like on top of him to hear what was going on because we were inside and it was already really hard to hear.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Dunn is soft-spoken generally.
Other than that, it was awesome.
Unless
I like
he's
to see
terrible,
that
then he's loud.
everybody really helped each other. I noticed that people, like I picked up my chair and you almost jumped out of yours. I
can do that.
No, somebody grabbed that. I was like, okay, cool, all right. But everyone was just really chivalrous and awesome, and it was a great place to be.
With that in mind,
There was some comments made down on the field about scheduling of things because, especially when the temperature's in, they armored up and all got ready. And the fact it's cold and late out there. So there was some issues.
Yeah.
Maybe looking at having the inspection of the schedule a little bit more clearly stated. Because nobody knew when things were scheduled.
okay.
But that was a little bit. There was people like, right now we're cold. Because they would get armored up.
The newbie tournament ran a little longer than expected. We had put on the schedule to directly following the newbie tournaments to go to this, and then those ended up taking a lot longer.
But I mean, you compensated by starting the fencers off before the newbie tournament was over with, which I think
Do
was
we need
probably
to
best.
split it up into different areas altogether for the fighting?
It's difficult to do that because then at that
Christmas
point,
Revel is hard because there's so much going on, and in theory, we're supposed to be. No, I left Ellis all on his own this weekend. He did actually. From everything I heard, you did an awesome job.
I got to everything except, and I do apologize for not making it up to A&S to judge.
I was
but I
able
was
to
told by
come
my
up-
lovely lady that she was like, I was able Judge. I went, sold. We're good. I'm going back.
Yeah, I walked out for about
and then send her back to bed.
I walked out for about a half an hour and then promptly got sent back to bed.
Something we're going to be talking to the rapier community about for next year, instead of having a rapier tournament, have the newbie tournaments with the 2 fields that we had like this year. That way we can run them concurrent, and then doing a William Marshall Toys for Tots tournament for rapier, rather than an actual tournament. That way they don't have to wait. Because we had guys from the heavy list start fighting. They weren't interested in the newbie tournament. They couldn't fight in it, so they were fighting early, which is perfectly fine because it's set on the schedule. Once you're expected, go.
I think I actually have a good about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we didn't have the Baronial Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Toys for Tots, we did something this year which was killer. Love the idea. Threw the list mistresses off a little bit. Everybody who comes down to fight, if you walk up to the table, put your name at the list mistress, you go, because you're entering the tournament, bring one of your black tickets.
That was a requirement.
A lot of times we do it on the honor system, but the thing was this year they were like, no, let's do it this way. It worked out great, and then at the end it was like, okay, now, thank you for helping us. Go forth and choose your favorite fighters. And they kind of went, ooh. So, she's smiling. So I get that seal of approval.
Yeah, we're not saying fighting is fun, but we're not saying it's always fair.
Well, the the TFT is. That's for the
That's what the black tickets are for.
So.
Usually do the black tickets. For the regional, I made them hand me their ticket before they filled out the papers.
Yeah, what wound up happening was a lot of times what they do, up top side, we've done that in the past, no problem. But for the down below, a lot of times they'll have the TFTs for the TFT
the Toys
tournament.
For Tots, yeah.
And what they'll do is it's like, okay, and we've collected toys down below before. Well, this year we collected them all up top. So
And speaking of toys, we did a full pickup truck and a half.
No, two beds. We filled up 2 beds of that truck.
And the inside of the black one too,
Yep.
the back seat.
They wound up having to rearrange so they can close the lids. So amazing job. They're always looking forward to my phone calls, apparently. So
They thanked us very profusely.
yeah, I need to find out. Apparently, somebody said. I mean, she did say that the pictures that she took will wind up on a web page, but I got to find out which web page that may be.
Was that back in the field?
No.
Janet. But we'll find out more on that.
My record is broken. I don't know about next year's champions, but
number of tickets.
Oh yeah, 63.
65 won it.
Yeah.
Breyer came in second with 45 or 46.
I love me some Breyer. Great guy, but watching his heart go.
Breyer had 42.
42.
Okay.
Was like.
Floki! Yay, Floki!
Floki.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, Floki was.
Oh yeah.
From the like 15 minutes I was out on the field, I saw him do 3 fights, 2 heavy and 1 rapier. So
he was all over the place.
He was
Freaking
everywhere.
Energizer Bunny, man. So.
Speaking of the rapier fighting, I'd like to do this again next year if our champions are with it. But Adam jumped out and challenged our newbie rapier guys. Since he's our Baronial champion, he challenged them. And I thought that was a lot of fun.
No.
Especially if we cut it down to only having the 2 tournaments going on, and we have the time to do that. Making our newbie champion fight our Baronial champions would be a lot of fun.
Oh, the beating.
Well, our new Baronial champion is a master of defense, would be Wolfram.
Yeah.
We've had Cameron do it on the newbie.
Yeah. Oh, His Majesty. All right, His Majesty was a bye fighter this year, and for the record, the gentleman, he's out of Vermgeist. You just saw him just go. But let me tell you, he gave a good fight.
Would that be the winner of the
Yes.
Agmonder?
No, one Agmonder.
Sean something.
Yeah.
Let me look his name up real
But
quick.
so, anything else on the recap?
One more thing.
Uno mas.
It was rather hard to hear at court.
All
I have to say is sit closer. Because
if you want to hear,
if you want to hear what's going on in court, sit close. If you want to be with
If
the
you want to be
shenanigans,
called out
sit
for
in the back.
if you want to be called out for cutting up, sit in the back.
Yeah, in the very back, general rule of thumb, court is, if you want to be shushed, stand to the back. It's just the nature of the beast. We're back there.
It's
We're
kind of like the bad kids in school. They sit at the back of the class and cut up.
Well, if I can't hear, it's more like it's actually more like 5-year-olds with the concept of I can't see them, so they can't see me. Well, I can't hear them, so they can't hear me. And I've watched certain royals just suddenly stop and just stare, and they're like, "What?" And all of a sudden, as the heads start to turn.
No. Hey, Mr. Springian, I called you.
I hear you.
The last thing I will add.
Camp Wilkes, and that is one of the sites that you can actually hear a pin drop with other people talking at the back of the room.
The last thing I want to add is from now on, I would like the Shadowlane, unless they're autocrat, to shadow our new people. Yes. Introduce you to folks. Because
we'll just hide in our tent.
Exactly.
I would have done that had I not been
at 10 o'clock on Friday night. I knew they were there, and we're dropping text messages to them. And they couldn't. They had gone to bed because they were like, we don't know anybody, and everybody's working.
Well, and they arrived, and we were setting up tents.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, where do we set up? I said, you see all these? You can set up anywhere. And what did they do?
They went to a cubbyhole.
For a second, and then decided to find the corner that seemed like
I didn't know you guys were even at the event.
Yeah, next time, set up next to somebody that looks familiar.
Yeah, I did introduce them to a couple of
No,
people
no.
and had to go leave them because I had a meeting for that.
The big thing about it is that
well, it's hard. It's very hard when your first event with a group is. It's very hard when your first event with a group is that group's event because everybody's working.
Everybody's jumping.
Now, like at Forest Main or some event that is not an Axemoor event, everybody have a time to sit and social. Again, we work our butts off.
But yeah, I think that it would actually go a long way
we're not,
towards obviously putting the positive foot forward, but at the same time retention. Because let's face it,
Yeah.
I went to that event this weekend. Nobody talked to me. I was so bored I didn't know what to do. Oh.
That wouldn't be the first time that's happened. That's not been the first time that Christmas Revel has been an Axemoor Newbies event.
Yeah.
And it is an unfortunate circumstance of just it being our event.
Came back. That's a good song.
Yes, it's a very good song.
We have boobs.
We took care of them and fed them at feast.
I invited two newbies, and they showed up about 30 minutes before court began, and they sat through court, and then after court I was gonna take one of them to feast, and Ox was gonna grill with the other one. They're like, no, we gotta go home and feed the cats, so they left.
Yeah.
They're my neighbors though, so we can
We'll get them again.
Yeah.
Have a fighting practice in your front yard. That always works. It's like redneck
In
rampage.
my front yard?
Where
Yes,
they sit out.
we've done it.
Neighbors
In-house.
We lived on Rue Orme, that corner lot, where actually the other side of where Grundle was living, on the other side of the playground.
What about at the softball field?
Either way.
And they pull up their lawn chairs. It's like redneck awesome.
How do we
show.
get security to be okay with that?
You get a list. You get an approved list.
No, I mean with the fighting.
It's
Oh,
easy.
no, they have no problem
They
with
know
that.
it. They know what we are.
Well, come on over then.
Okay.
So,
And just tell them we have insurance. We're good to go. And it's not an
I
issue.
just don't even know who at security I need to talk to or anything.
The chief.
I don't talk to those people.
Yeah.
I talk to
good
them when I
call.
go through the gates.
Yeah, it's a good call.
And beyond that, I don't talk to them.
Anything
so
else?
I don't know.
it's
the last
always
piece.
fun when there's been a terror attack and they inspect
All
your
right,
car and find
so
all
we
the
can
sorts of
continue
stuff.
on because this was a long one because of the revels and because of the bids.
Do this before the
Oh, do
Oh,
this
yeah.
before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2. First step, tick.
First up, the one that has to go.
The one that has to go first. The one that has to go first. All right. Tegan.
Tegan!
Wait, what's that?
Oh, alrighty.
And next up.
Merry Christmas.
I just moved from there.
And Ida.
Alright. Pick a number between 1 and 20.
Anyone.
Yeah, any. What? You don't count. 2, 3, 4, 6.
And this was not rigged.
Here you go.
We're going into one.
I'm gonna hit the first person.
The Monteleon's really nice.
All right.
Wait, did you give this to
Yeah, she gave it to us because we're going to my mom's house.
Are we staying?
No.
Rolled in.
I'll drive home.
Would be $2.94.
All right. How much we make? We made $40. Trailer fun.
Hey, pass over to
Emma.
Emma.
Oh, speaking, did you tell them that we got we're doing a fundraiser lunch at Baronial Wars?
Oh, by the way,
yes,
we got fundraiser lunch at Turf Wars.
Sorry, I won't be there.
War of the Pearl, Turf Wars, War of the Pearl. Frogmore.
Yeah,
Frogmore.
Well,
Baronial Wars.
okay.
We're doing Baronial Wars.
There's frogs.
All right, and we're gonna
I will
do frog leg. Frog leg lunch. Frog leg lunch. Frog soup. Soup and frogs.
Frog soup.
And cats. No, I'll go too far.
we gotta teach these Sierra Leone folks what to do with their frogs.
I will try.
So we're gonna have frog legs, and combo.
All right.
we're gonna make it an actual
Throw frogs to that
Frog legs.
The last thing we got.
Dude, you lost your popular.
We're gonna just keep on rolling. We're gonna finish it off. The last thing we got is 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, Saturday, here. We've got the after-revel. For those who have not been to the after-revel, we do not care what you show up. It is not garb.
We have shown up
we
in
care a
pajamas.
We
We've
care
had
a
a
little.
pajama party.
We've had a
We care a little.
we've had a pajama party.
Family show, not a how to make a family.
We are Dirty Santa. There will be a Dirty Santa for adults. And then there will be another Dirty Santa for the kids.
The kids don't like Dirty Santa.
Why don't we call it a clean Santa for the kids?
Just do the kids, bring a gift, put a number on it, then roll the number.
Well, it's fine.
The kids get mean when they do Dirty Santa.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, well, there you
Some of them
go.
are armed.
Whose fault is that?
Kids do a generic gift, generic kids.
Yeah. Gender neutral.
Ox and I have already started planning.
For gender
No, for the adult Dirty Santa.
But
Numbers
number
at-
1 can pick anybody else's gift at the end.
All right. There will also be brief because, as pretty much everyone in the room and those outside know, we have only had one set of letters submitted for the B&B. So unless, God forbid, Tegan, well, let's say it right, Krusty, does something insane, or the Crown loses confidence, it should be a relatively easy polling. They're going to be they're going to do an amazing job, and we'll be here for you. Breathe, woman.
You know what? They moved off.
You know what? But you know what? This will be here.
You come back. Praise.
It is. Yeah, one more. And also, it is a potluck. Bring it up to serve about 10, 15 people. The actual date is
December 17th at 6 p.m., 6 to 9.
there. You go.
Here in the other meeting room.
Yeah, we get the big room. Once
We
again,
cannot bring beverages in. We patronize the bar, but we can bring beverages to exchange.
yes,
And the Dirty Santa.
happens a lot.
So, there's the Glenlivet.
So
It's going to be a
Taster
handmade something for me, but I don't know what yet.
cool. I want a face hugger.
You want one?
I want a face hugger.
You want one of those?
I want a face hugger
The
scarf.
Viking helms?
I'm gonna make you a gingerbread house.
You will not.
I will do.
And you will go home in your car in pieces. Oh wait, it's her card.
Brotherly love going on.
All right. So anybody have anything else? Once, twice.
What?
Rusty.
No.
Pull my finger.
No. Next to a no.
Okay.
Much love. Signing off.